Pheasant hunting season starting up this weekend. A Sanford audiologist is reminding hunters of the importance of protecting their ears. Noise-induced hearing loss is a growing issue, and avid hunters and shooters are at a significantly higher risk of hearing loss. There are a number of options for hearing protection hunters can use, from foam plugs to over-the-ear headphones with noise amplifiers to hear animal sounds. The biggest thing to look for in ear protection is in the NRR, or noise reduction rating.
Hearing loss can look like it's temporary initially, but at any point, noise exposure can drastically change their hearing. Once we lose our hearing, there's no coming back. So no one's too old or too young to start protecting.
She adds that one of the most common signs you may experience with noise-induced hearing loss is a persistent high-frequency ringing in your ears.